Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Yay or Nay series for Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. If you've seen my Yay or Nay series for Smash Bros, you will know exactly what this is. If you haven't seen that, allow me to briefly explain. Each Yay or Nay video will discuss one specific character by going over their background, possible moves, maybe even talk about some fun facts about the character and series, and then at the end we'll answer the very important question. You want to see this character in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl as a playable character? Yay or nay. Pretty simple. Those are your two options, yay or nay. Be decisive. But that is it. There's the intro. Let's get into the rest of the video. Jimmy Neutron, the boy genius. Let's face it, it's only a matter of time before he was going to officially debut for this yay or nay series. So, I think there's a lot that could be said about the character. A lot of us know who he is. A lot of us can kind of envision what to expect with him. A lot of us really do want the character, but that's why we do the Yay or Nay series, right? We want to see how many people do want the character compared to, well, I guess everybody else that we do in the Yay or Nay series. So, yeah, Jimmy Neutron is today's focus. So, let's think of how he could potentially work in terms of battle by taking a look at some of his possible moves, starting with his jetpack. Now, the guy invents so many different things that you really could put so many different ideas for this idea, I suppose. But for the jetpack, I definitely envision this being more of a up special, a recovery move. Now, again, he does have Goddard. He does have his rocket ship. He's got a hover car. He's got so many different things that there are really so many different possibilities. But went jetpack, kind of simple, kind of keeping with the theme of, I don't know, what may be believable, but then again, we have no idea what the moveset might turn out for characters. You never know what kind of places the developers will reach, what kind of different ideas that they'll take from the show, or the maybe movie in this case, for Jimmy Neutron. So, I don't know, jetpack does make a lot of sense for the first one, so yeah, up special, pretty simple. And up next, hey, we mentioned Goddard, right? So you got to get him, I believe you'd have to get Goddard involved in the moveset at least somewhere, right? If it's not going to be Goddard carrying Jimmy Neutron for a up special recovery, what else could Goddard do? Now, this one is going to be Goddard's thing where he plays dead. Now, if you don't know what this is, basically Goddard is able to function by basically just exploding, and that's kind of the move that I envision, right? It could be a special attack, it could maybe be a smash-like attack, I don't know where to put it, but definitely in the moveset Goddard plays dead, just a big explosion, right? And then of course Goddard is able to reassemble himself after the fact, so I guess that allows for the move to keep happening, if you want to keep using it, but yeah, Goddard play dead, big explosion. This could be a really big damaging sort of attack. This could be Jimmy's, maybe one of his better KO options, if you will. So yeah, just seeing Goddard as a part of the moveset, I think, is a no-brainer, and why not get one of his, I guess, abilities involved. All right, the next one I want to talk about, the Hypercube. Now this one, I imagine, is a neutral special. Now I'll explain it. If you don't know what the Hypercube is, it is, surprise, surprise, another thing that Jimmy invented. Now, the Hypercube itself is something that has infinite amounts of storage space, allowing for a very wacky move in itself. So how does it work as the move, right? The way I envision it, you you input the move to use the Hypercube. Jimmy reaches into the Hypercube and then he pulls something out. And this is where it could be like, say, a selective wheel sort of idea. And the wheel would have different things from Jimmy Neutron, different inventions, different gadgets, different random items, who knows what it might be. So, as an example, one of the scenes where we do see Jimmy Neutron use his Hypercube, one of the first things he pulls out is a bowling ball, and maybe he uses that bowling ball and he just rolls it straight forward, like he's actually at a bowling alley or something like that. So, strike! Something like that with the bowling ball. Another idea, maybe it's a blaster. This gives Jimmy a little bit of range to, a projectile to play around with. But just getting the Hypercube, since it has that infinite amount of storage space, having that idea alone makes the move so fun, in my opinion. And the developers, they could play with this idea so well, just come up with whatever they want. Literally, all right, let's take whatever we can think of, throw it in here, and we got a really cool move. So yeah, Hypercube, definitely, I would love to see this as a part of his moveset. Now let's talk about a couple alternate skins, shall we, or alternate costumes. First up, I'm going to go with his striped shirt. Now, this actually was, if I'm remembering correctly, this was supposed to be Jimmy Neutron's original design, which I believe he actually wore in the pilot episode of his series. So, having this striped shirt just as a cool callback to what the original design for the character, or the original attire for the character was going to be, I think would be a cool nod to the series, cool, I don't know if you want to say, not really an Easter egg, but it's just just a cool nod to the series. Like, hey, this is where it's going to start, this is what he's going to look like, so why not have it? I mean, it's a simple little idea, so yeah, the striped shirt, why not? Another idea for an alternate skin costume, what about the tuxedo? Anybody remember Jet Fusion and, what was the chick's name in Jet Fusion? Something Beautiful, was it? I can't remember the chick's name, but basically Jimmy Neutron dons a tuxedo, kind of after Jet Fusion, after the guy himself, right? After the superhero. So they both looking good. They got the style going on. So the tuxedo, help class up the joint a little bit, if you will, but just another cool nod to, the Jet Fusion thing was its own little mini, not a series, but it was own little, I don't know, it had a few different episodes. Jet Fusion, the character came back a few times, and they would team up, take down the bad guy, and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know, the tuxedo itself, I would like to see that for an alternate skin, so that could be a possible one. Now let's talk about the series itself here real quick. So the Jimmy Neutron series did actually first aired back on July 20th of 2002. The show did go on to have just 3 seasons, though, in total, which might be a little surprising. Might think, if you think back, you're like, really? Only 3 seasons? I do believe each season had around 20 episodes. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, but I believe it was roughly 20 episodes per season, so, fairly good amount of episodes. So we're about 60 episodes in total. But yeah, only 3 seasons. But the cool thing was, with the success that the show had, it was actually able to, I think a lot of people are going to remember this, but the Jimmy Neutron show is very famous. It had a very cool crossover special with the Fairly Odd Parents, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, right? A lot of us remember watching this. This was such a big deal. This wasn't like anything that, when we were growing up, this was not really something we would expect to happen. And then it just gets announced out of the blue, and everyone's like, what? This is going to be amazing. And the thing was, that special, once it aired, once the official numbers came out for the network, it was so successful that it ended up spawning 2 more sequels. And look, everybody loved it. It was a great thing. It was really cool to see 2 different universes coming together, and actually legitimately crossing over into each other's universe. So it was just kind of, I don't know, a little ahead of its time. It is just a wonderful thing to see. But there's no doubt that this series is a massive hit with fans, and many of those fans would love to see the show return in some form. As a fun fact here, the creator, John Davis, or one of the creators, he actually wants to explore that option. He wants to bring the show back. And he's actually quoted as saying, now's the right time to really reboot the show. It's perfect. We got a brand new audience, older, people that grew up watching the show. They're starting to have families themselves, so they could share this moment with their own kids and all that. So it'd be a really cool time to just bring the show back. It could teach, about science and space and just everything, all around. Yes. So let me just get to the point. Yay or nay, right? I mean, this is simple. Jimmy Neutron's a huge yay for me. No way I would ever say no to this. So yeah, just love to see the character regardless. Let me know what you guys got down in the comments. Yay, nay. Those are your options. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed as always. Reminder, there will be an updated yay or nay stats for the Nickelodeon All Star Brawl game tomorrow, after tomorrow's yay or nay character. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.